Coach Juan for 8, 9 years. So when Coach Juan has asked you to coach with Arm Glory with him, what made you say yes?
Uh, well, he came at me twice. He asked me twice. The first time, it was more for my brother Brian to ask him to play for his team, and he asked me if I could help him out if Brian came to play. But at the time, Brian was playing for a different team in a different league, and I said no because I wasn't sure that I wasn't ready. And then Brian, I don't know if Brian was even comfortable changing leagues and teams at the drop of a hat, like that fast, all of a sudden. But I think the following year, Coach Juan asked me again. He asked Brian to play for his team. Brian said yeah, and then I just followed my brother and the team, and then I was put on the coaching uh, staff.
So for Brian, for the impact that he has done for Arm Glory, winning the Kicks Cup, the U14 playoff, such a short amount of time. And did you think that his impact on Arm Glory would be as big?
We were winning 2-1 or 2-0 from Brian's goals, and Coach Juan, I don't know, came up to me like, David, your brother's gonna win me a championship. And I remember him telling me that. Come playoff time, we wanted, me and Coach Juan, we just wanted to win, like at all costs at this point. Like, we're not leaving empty-handed. We went to the Kiss Cup, we won the Kiss Cup again, undefeated, conceding only one goal.
Yep.
Yeah, one goal.
One goal.
One goal conceded the whole five games.
Yep.
5-game tournament. We made it to the final. We won. Wanted to use that momentum, I guess, or what's it called? That mindset that we had.
Yeah.
That mindset that we had in the Kiss Cup, and bring it to the playoffs. Because at this point, it was do or die. We needed to win at all costs. Come playoff time, there was an extra incentive for the playoffs because we lost the league, and it just didn't happen. We tied against Delfina's team in the last game of the season. We gave them their first point of the season. It was a pretty bad experience. It was pretty bad, and so we dropped the second striker, and we added a defensive midfielder, stopper. Added 2 defensive mids, and we switched from 4-1-3-2 it was to 4-3-2-3.
With the playoff final versus Guerreros, one of our biggest rivals in Arm Glory, ended up going against full on the final versus them and play it safe, which Coach Juan likes to call the funnel defense, but in the soccer world we call it the 4-2-3-1. What made you approach Coach Juan into changing it to 2 stoppers instead of 2 strikers?
Midfield up, we covered the whole midfield, and we dominated it with the extra stopper. Helped us control the midfield. It helped us win the ball back. Dominant with the ball. We were positive in our movements, and we had confidence.
So, what's some advice that you give to Coach JC and Coach Marcos for their first season for Arm Glory?
For the first season, I think that it's going to be it's going to be a challenge, because it's their first season, and like on my first season, I wasn't overly confident in my abilities as a coach. I just observed Juan, how he did his thing. So that was kind of my. I was lucky to have something like that to look at, and help me develop. They are on their own. JC and Marcos, they're on their own, and what they need to do, for one, is have a team. Set up a team. They need to have players that will come to practice, that will commit themselves to play for Arm Glory, that will come to every game on time, show up, listen to what they say, and play their position, play what they need to play, and not have any problem.
Can you define the counterattack? What is it for Arm Glory? As the simplest way as you can. Like, what is the Armed Glory for counterattacking? Like, what do they do? What does Armed Glory do for counterattack? Because there's a lot of good teams that we feed off of, that we admire, like Arsenal. Manchester United have a good counterattack. Real Madrid. So, what do we feed off of? Like, what is our style in counterattacking?
The way we counterattack is more like I say Chelsea-ish because
Yeah, Chelsea.
we're a very strong defensive team. We have a lot of good defenders in the team.
Can you name some that you know?
Oh
Like,
my god, name my defenders. Okay, the defenders in the team that I think are probably one of our best ones are Salas,
Juan Salas,
Juan Salas, center back. Uh, who's Juan Bajena.
Juan Bajena.
He had a pretty good run as a stopper and a center back. Pretty good dynamic there for him.
Sammy.
In uniform, Sammy. Probably I guess one of the best young right backs we had
Yep.
for the team. And then who else did we have in the back line?
I remember you liked Lucas a lot.
Lucas.
Yeah,
That's the one I
Lucas.
was
You
forgetting.
liked, yeah.
Lucas.
Going off from what you said, so you believe the proper counterattack starts off with the defense of the team, yes?
Yes.
So the defense. So for those of you watching the video, to have a good counterattacking system, you got to have a good defense. And then from there, you work your way up.
You gotta be able to absorb the pressure, absorb the attacks, maintain, be able to withstand the attacks, be able to withstand pressure.
So going off from what you said about the importance of having a unit in the team and having players that understand their roles in the field, from our glory style of play, like with the 4-2-3-1 counter-attacking, do you think that they should continue that? Do you think, well, it's the easiest thing to teach, so do you think they should continue that, or should they go off something else?
I think because it's gonna be the first year, they should continue it. It's there. It's a base for you to set up your team. It's a base. It's a starting point. You have something to work with. That you're comfortable with it. You have a pretty good idea of what it involves. So actually, I think they should stick with it, and maybe as the season goes by, see if it's still working for them. Maybe experiment a little bit, try to switch things up a little bit, because not every formation. The best teams don't just stick with one formation. Ball, and then distribute out forward for your attacking players, for them to initiate the counterattack in general. And that all starts with the defense. You gotta have a good defense.
What do you think is the legacy of Armed Glory in Boy Scouts and maybe like club soccer or just in general? Like, what do you think is the legacy? What do you think they left in soccer locally?
There won't be another Armed Glory. There won't be anybody that can go to back finals in like 4 years in Scout Reach or anywhere locally. I think in general, because it's a very difficult thing to do, and you need to have the right type of players to do it. The team has players that improved. They want to improve. They have improved. They never gave up on their on the team. They never gave up on the team. Their glory is defined by that. It's a team of beginners, a team of random players put together out of nowhere. Okay, it's not a club. We didn't pick these players. They just came to us. These are the players that were given to us, and then they, along with our help, we built them. They grew. They became better, and they dominated. They took the league by storm. They won leagues. They won playoffs. They won Kicks Cups. They won. I want to say like a movie. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a movie.
It's like a movie. It's special.